Good evening, Wizards Nation. So I wanted to make a quick video regarding the FIBA America Cup, which has a couple of our dudes balling out. Kyshawn George is out there doing his thing for Team Canada. We see Bilal in spurts, even Alex Sarr, even though he's a bit injured right now. Even the Vooch. The Vooch is out there doing his thing. So, I figured, since now Kyshawn George is out of the tournament with Team Canada finishing fourth, just make a little quick recap video on this thing. We just go from there. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. I'm going to do my best to try to include video clips because I usually do that with my videos. But YouTube don't have these videos. I don't know who the hell's recording these games. YouTube don't have any highlights on this. So I'm just going to include highlights from Twitter that I see and all that fun stuff. But let's just get straight to it, man. Let's make this video a little bit quick. So Kyshawn George. The main guy, Kyshawn George, we saw how he did. Obviously it's just Summer League, but Summer League, he did his thing. I'd say he was the most impressive one in Summer League. And he's just translating that on to this FIBA America Cup. I'm just like, dude, and I predicted this already, and I feel like many of us predicted, so I ain't shit for predicting this. But I was like, I think Key is in line to start at the 4 next to Sarr. Not just to me, not regarding his overall placement in the team. I'm just talking about his overall talent, upside that this guy has. To me, moving forward, one thing I respect about this team is that whether you were drafted high, second overall, or you were a second round pick, the best players are going to play. I can sense that with Will Dawkins. And not even with Will Dawkins, but Keith. But Will Dawkins gives them orders. But anyways, Kyshawn George, man, I'm going to read some stats to you guys here, but uber impressive. I'm going to put some highlights, some box scores of his games as well for every single one of them. But Kyshawn George, he ended up averaging 13.5 points, 4.2 rebounds, 3.1 assists, 1.2 steals, and averaged 46% from the 3 throughout the tournament. All of this for Team Canada. Granted, they're not playing 30 plus and stuff like that minutes, but for Team Canada, those stats, he is ranked first in points, second in efficiency, third in assist. I love that third assist. Second in steals per game for Team Canada during the AmeriCup run. George, he was also second in 3-point percentage. And he recently had a game, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 4-7 from the 3. I don't know, with him, and I've said this also before, I think he's overtaking from last year's draft class the most excitement out of all of us. And I'm a huge Sarr believer. I mean, I think Sarr's going to be good for us, but he is like a Swiss Army knife. We don't know, I don't know. With him, it's I try to think of comparisons, and I can't really think of one. He's kind of like an anomaly. 6'8", he's a guard in a big man's body, kind of big man's body. 6'8", good wingspan. He had a late growth spurt, so he's still learning his body, like he said. I can't think of a good comparison, and I think that's a good thing. He's kind of like a one of one, But, man, did freaking Will Dawkins knock it out the park with that pick, man. I think Kyshawn George is in line for a big season with us. I think in my video, if I remember correctly, I think I said for my prediction, whatever the hell, was he would get us 15 points, 7 rebounds, maybe 2.5 assists this year. Unhealthy shooting splits. So, especially his 3-point, we need his 3-point shot to be consistent. But, even though it was towards the end of the season. But, man, I am super bullish on Key with the way he's playing now. Him being the face of Team Canada on this team. I'm loving it, man. And you can also feel, even though he came in confident, you can also feel his confidence just growing. You saw it in the Summer League. You saw it now. You're seeing it now here. His confidence regarding his offensive game. Hey, man, I'm just saying, I'm loving this right now. But anyways, let's just go to Bilal. Bilal, apparently France recently lost to Israel. Well, you lose to Israel, boy. Denny Avdia scored 23 points that game. by the way. But France recently got wrecked by Israel. It is what it is. But also apparently Sarr did not play in that matchup as he's listed out due to a calf injury. Obviously, you don't want to, you don't want to. It's just even though you're playing for your country, like the real thing matters for the freaking season. So, and he knows that. So that's why they're holding him up due to precaution. Sarr finished group play in Eurobasket, averaging 9.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, and a block in a game, all while coming off the bench. And I'm going to put some of Sarr's games right here. I don't know. Y'all let me know. The teams, how they're constructed over there, they're going to go with veterans. They're going to go with dudes who have more experience. Sarr's going to be a starter here. He's not going to come off the bench. Who's going to start over him? For Marvin Bagley? No. He's going to start. He's going to start at the 5 here. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else to say. For Bilal Coulibaly, he averaged 9.7 points, 5 rebounds, and a block per game as a starter for France. Coulibaly also demonstrated improvement in his game. And they're saying he's a staple in Wizard Squad. Yeah, obviously we know that. But apparently he recently dropped a dud. I'm not going to talk about it that much. He didn't score that much in his last game. But yeah, man. Bilal Coulibaly. One thing I did notice regarding Bilal in his tournament games is that his 3-point shot has been pretty good. And that's the one thing you want to see with him. Looks like one against Slovenia, he went 2 of 4 from the 3. Love that. Alex Sarr himself went 1 of 2 from the 3. He was a plus 14 in that game against Slovenia. I'd like to see that as well. Especially for during this time, I definitely want to see him get confidence and continue practicing on that 3-point shot. This is the perfect time to do it. This is the perfect time to do it. But anyways, let's finish it off with the Vooch. The Vooch also is playing. He had a game recently against Serbia. 6 points, 5 rebounds, 1 of 6 from the field. Damn. He didn't do that much. Let's just be straightforward. He didn't do that much. He also had another game against Serbia, and he had 9.7 rebounds, much better. 4 of 8 from the field, 1 block. He played only 21 minutes. Again, they're not getting like full-time starter minutes, so obviously the numbers are going to be a bit low. But yeah, but he's showing out here and there. But yeah, man. To me, again, it's Kyshawn George. Obviously, like Team Canada is different and built different from Team France. Kyshawn has more opportunity to do his thing. Team France has other star players that we have as well. But anyways, Kyshawn George, I'm loving it. What do we got? Today's September 1st. We got like a month and a half left till the season starts. Training camp's gonna start soon. Kyshawn George, man. I know this is what we're glazing, all 4 of our dudes. Key, Sarr, Bilal, and even a little bit of Vooch. But again, Kyshawn George is standing out amongst the rest. We need to take this into consideration. Key is doing his thing. We may need to adjust. I feel like honestly most of us already adjusted. We've been adjusted to Key, but I'm calling it. I feel like most of us are calling it right now. I think Key's going to start at the 4. Looks like Sarr's entrenched as the 5. With Key getting starter minutes, I'm saying 30 plus a night. Y'all let me know of his prediction, but I think 15 points, close to 7 rebounds, 2.5 assists, second year in the league. Dude. And he's only going to improve with that. Hey, man, I don't know. But we got ourselves a freaking steal with Kyshawn George. Shout out to Will Dawkins. But anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think. Yeah, it sucks that Kyshawn George is no longer going to play, though. Canada got kicked out. They finished 4th. So, But, yeah. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. I'm probably going to drop a video maybe tomorrow. But yeah, man. Peace, y'all.